Okay, welcome back to V Adventures, guys. Got another very interesting gun video for those who are into it. If you're not, go watch one of the other videos, okay? But some people may be interested. Sorry, I'm at a friend's place, and their relative is actually a police officer, but this is his personal firearm. Now, for those who don't understand, in Philippines, sometimes, unfortunately, government budgets go missing, and duty officers do not even get a duty pistol, so they have to go buy their own. I've confirmed that with other police and even AFP, military, armed forces of the Philippines. So sometimes, even as a soldier, they're not issued the proper equipment and they have to get their own personal firearms or sidearms. So anyway, what got me with this is a genuine Browning high power, for those who don't know the model. It is a genuine FN, Fabrique Nationale. Forgive my pronunciation, it is a Belgium company. Now, for those who don't know the history, John Browning was a very famous American firearms designer. He worked with many well-known brands, I believe even the Winchester lever-action rifle, and he did a lot of work at the turn of the century in 1900s. He created the 1911 45. He sold the patent to Colt Manufacturing, and Colt became famous for that 1911 45 auto pistol. He then went to Fabrique Nationale in Belgium and then created this, the Browning high power. Obviously, I've already disassembled it. It was covered in a lot of rust. Look at this, guys. Three rags covered in rust. I had to get the steel wool out. It's just fine steel wool. I had to use it to polish up some of the parts too. The Browning high power typically has a chrome, hard chrome barrel. That's why this is so shiny. It's still got a little bits of pitting and rust though. Check this out. This surprised me. We'll see if the light, you can catch it through the light. Look at that, the barrel is gone, man. That is shot out. That is literally shot out. So this has had some rounds through it. What I mean is that you can't, forgive my shakiness, you cannot see the rifling. Usually there's these lands and grooves through the barrel, and you cannot see it, it's rusted out. I'm not sure how well that's sitting up on camera. I'll flip that around. Obviously there's no bullets inside. See that? See, you can see the rusting and pitting? Yeah? Okay. So it's totally shot out, which is a shame because we wanted to shoot it. I don't believe it's the case. So my friend said he literally has just had this sitting in the safe for like 10 years. He hasn't shot it. He just kept it as a backup, as a sidearm. He said he used it more for pistol whipping, literally. Pistol whipping and butt stroking. Again, it's unassembled and disassembled, unloaded, okay, it's safe. He would use it to arrest people. He'd smack them on the head or whip them and make the arrest. So he did more whipping, pistol whipping than shooting. But this has obviously had many rounds through it. Like I said, the barrel is shot out, it's worn out, and there's a lot of rust. I was trying to punch it. I was trying to put rags through there and punch it through with this pen. That's all you need to do, guys. I've done it before with other firearms. As you can see, my little cleaning kit, little steel wool, just an old toothbrush. I've been scrubbing the thing literally for an hour. I didn't want to waste time on camera. But it's very interesting. The design is, you know, the classic Browning design. This is where it came from. You know, if you're into Glocks and all these modern polymer pistols, see, it's got the locking lug here. And it's got the locking lugs on top. A lot of modern firearms don't have that anymore. Those lugs lock inside here. You can see some grooves. I'll adjust the lighting. See those grooves? The barrel locks inside there, fires, and then it unlocks. And this lug here locks down here. Okay? And that's what holds the barrel in place so it doesn't go flying out of the gun. So, like this. See, it locks the back here. And then the slide will recoil backwards. So you go bang, recoils, you know, like that. But to stop it from unlocking too soon, it's got those locking lugs here and here. Now the 1911 45 also has the same design, or 1911s come in different calibers. But it's interesting stuff. So if you're going to lubricate it, you don't even have to disassemble it. You just need to put a bead of oil up here to lubricate those locking lugs, and maybe just half a drop, not even a drop, just a smidge on these rails. So that's what I mean by rails when I talk about that. You just lubricate those rails, that's it. That's all you got to do. And maybe even a smidge, not even a drop, just a smidge just on that hammer joint there. It does have a magazine disconnect safety, which is very annoying. What it means is if this magazine is not in the gun, see, it won't work. So even disassembled, that hammer should usually fall, but it doesn't. That actually comes from the history where the French, I believe it was like in 1930, 1935, the French put in a contract to FN in Belgium saying, hey, can you make us like 10,000 of these? It was a big military contract. They said, sure, we'll do that, but one of the requirements for the contract was a magazine disconnect safety. So Browning knew that's just annoying and silly. It also ruins the trigger pull. You get a mushy trigger. But hey, when there's a big order, when someone's ordering thousands of pistols, hey, why not? You put in the requirement. The magazine has no markings, by the way. Okay, I don't know about this magazine, whether it's genuine or not. It seems just simple, it's fine. But what got me is the proof markings. So the camera focus. See how it's got those proof markings there? It also has matching serial numbers, both on the barrel and the slide and the frame. Okay, again, see those proof marks? The reason why it's important, it's like authenticity and branding. And later on, you could run a trace and try to trace the history. Forgive me, guys, I'm doing this free-handed. Try to stabilize. Okay, so I'm very interested. Very interested to run that serial number and try to find the history. Who knows where this came from. It was a private sale. He acquired it, obviously, in Philippines. But yeah, look, I thought I'd just show you guys something interesting. I'm gonna keep wiping this thing down and look, I'll put it back together. Okay, guys, I got it back together now. It's clearly unloaded just for the safety tallies and just to be safe. You can see there's nothing in the chamber. I can even put my finger in there. There's nothing in the magazine well. This is very annoying because it does have a magazine disconnect safety. The magazine is empty, clearly. There's no ammunition on the table. What I mean by that is I'm going to release the slide. Just again, I'm pointing it always in a safe direction. There's your slide release. Okay. Right. The reason why I rode the slide, I don't want it to just slam home. If you do that too much, you can eventually crack parts. But anyway. Okay. The hammer's back. I'm just going to dry fire it in a safe direction. Oh, see, it doesn't work. The reason why that's very controversial, imagine if you're in the middle of a magazine change, you've still got one in the chamber, you need to shoot. Oh, it doesn't shoot. So again, that's what I mean by magazine disconnect safety. If the magazine is not in, the safety will activate. Now that it's in, remember it's empty, everything's empty. I'm going to dry fire it, okay, in a safe direction. Okay, click. See, because the magazine's in there as well, it locked the slide back. So when you're empty and out of bullets, it locks back. You drop your magazine, you put in a new one. You release your slide release, and then we'll just try it one more time. Okay, the trigger's not bad. I mean, it's got a little bit of mush, and then you got the brake, but it's well broken in, it's clean. That's it, guys. Just to do a quick demo, the way you disassemble it. We'll take out the magazine. You lock back the slide. See that little catch, okay? And you push out that pin. So I guess we could even try now. Okay, so you push out the pin and you pull this out. Alright, so this was an absolute bastard. Okay, now that it's set down, slowly release the slide. Okay, and pulls off. As you can see, it's a captured unit. I actually had some problems because, see the recoil spring? I actually had that orientated the wrong way around. I'll pull that out. As I said, it's a captured unit. There's your guide rod and recoil spring. So I had it the wrong way around, so it wasn't locking back together properly. You'll notice it because the spring won't be flush. There's your barrel, and you slide. That's it. That's simple, guys. Okay. So put it back together. Okay, so that's what I mean by it's orientating downwards. That little nub. Okay, and it's nice and flush in line. It'll be crooked if you don't put it together properly. So it's immediately a warning sign. It will be crooked. We'll see if I can put it back together because I had some problems. See, just laying up the rails with the slide. Okay. And hopefully we can do this in the reverse order. It's a pain because, see that cutout? That cutout means you've got to insert it upwards and then bring it down. Okay, so you use that smooth part there and then it locks into that cutout. Anyway. It's just a little bit fiddly, so it was really hard because my hands were oily. Oh, and by the way, I was using INOX MX3. This is an Australian product. It's a CLP. It cleans, it lubes, it protects, so it's already got a thin coating on there. It'll keep the rust away, but also keep it lubricated. We would shoot it, but we cannot because it is rusted out. So, sorry guys, it's a bit hard to do on camera, always. I'm gonna try and put it back to where that slide lock is and try to push it through. Yeah, it's hard because my hands are oily. Oh man. Alright, I'm going to pull it back a little bit further. Yep, see, See how it's got a partial lock? Oh, that was a lot easier. See, it's already partially in, but I've got to pull the slide back to here where the slide lock is, and then it'll fully go through. As I say, guys, it's just a little bit hard when your hands are oily. Come on, you bastard. Yeah, there we go. So then, it's nice and flush. Okay. So again, that's the slide lock. That's what locks the slide back. Oh, sorry, that was the safety. See that there? Okay. Okay. Make sure it's empty, make sure we'll do a function check again one more time just to make sure it's all working. Okay, that's better. Yeah. I was checking the reset. Yeah, that's okay. And we'll just check the safety works. Yep, there's the actual manual safety. Okay, it's working. Take the safety off. Okay, so this quick function check. Yeah, it's nice. Okay. Oh well, here it is in its box. What a shame. I really wanted to shoot it, but it's just not suitable. Look at it. It's all cleaned up nicely after the inox. You know, just a wipe down. The bluing is still rich. It's still got that rich bluing, the surface treatment that makes it look black. Yeah, it restored really nicely. Just a shame about the barrel, because the barrel's rusted out and burnt out. There's not much we can do about it. Alright, now my friend decided to show me his Paltik. Paltik means like homemade gun. And these are two sort of homemade ones that they make in these workshops. They're very famous in Danao in northern Cebu, but basically they make them from basic hand tools. Guys, these are unloaded. It's very hard for me to show you just with the camera one-handed. I'm going to try and push that cylinder out. Oh, yeah, there we go. Managed to get that. So it does open. Just to show you, there are no bullets whatsoever. It's safe. Okay, it's safe. There's nothing in the chamber. But just to demonstrate, I believe, just try to get some light in here. I believe there's no rifling. I believe this is a smooth bore. It's just a piece of pipe. Okay, there's a piece of pipe, so there's no actual rifling or lands and grooves. This one I cannot even open. Look at it. Rusted and welded shut. I should have left this one alone. I actually wiped it down with inox and it actually removed some of the rust. So I'll keep wiping it down just to show you guys. But yeah, they basically just get scrap metal, scrap material. Sometimes they even get spare genuine parts and drop them in, or spare barrels from, you know, a purchase store. But yeah, made in Philippines. Genuine made in Philippines. It's quite impressive what you can do with hand tools. But anyway, thanks for watching. Okay guys, I figured I'll just finish up. I actually gave this stuff a wipe down with INOX MX3. It's a CLP type product. It worked wonderfully. Look, this patch turned black. My goodness, because it was a lot of surface rust. You can still see the pitting and patina. Patina is just that natural, you know, coating that builds up. So it's a combination of rust and just wear and tear old patina. These are made from scrap metal. They are homemade guns, Paltik. But the chamber looks a bit more respectable now. Does this a lot of crud. And interestingly, there is rifling. I'm gonna see if, remember, it is empty, guys. Clearly it's empty. I don't know if the camera can focus. You can see that rifling in there. Okay, remember, it is empty. Don't freak out. Oh, doing this one-handed. Okay. So let's check for that rifling. You can see there are some lands and grooves. Again, sorry if it's not turning up very well. There are some lands and grooves. I'll put my thumb there, maybe that'll help. That way changes the color, yeah. So there used to be some rifling in this barrel. I was just surprised. It brought some life back. It was jamming up. It wouldn't actuate. Again, remember, it's empty. I'm going to dry fire it in a safe direction. Oh, it's jammed. I've changed the timing, that's why. Okay. Try again. Remember, it's homemade. Oh, so it keeps jamming. Okay. But anyway, brought some life back. So, yeah. Interesting. So just gave it a wipe down. This one is a goner. Look how thick that is. I'm not going to spend any time on that. We just gave it a wipe down. And it worked. It worked. It just at least took away the surface rust. This also had some rifling. The camera can't pick it up. This one won't even open. Won't even open. Oh, maybe. Anyway, look, thanks for watching, guys. Paltik homemade guns in Philippines.